Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is a story time. It's sweatshirt weather over here. And I am so happy about it. But this is just a story time. I've kind of taken a hiatus from the collective stuff for the past couple weeks. And I'm just navigating this energy. And I had to pull back my energy for a few reasons. But one of them is that I just have a lot of things, like projects that I'm working on with a lot of moving parts. And so my energy has really been shifting with so many collective things that are really not good. So I just unintentionally took a break. I really missed an opportunity on Monday for V for Vendetta for Movie Mondays, or Monday movies. But my internet stopped working, and it was like the last couple of days of Mercury retrograde. So I just took it as a sign from my guides that I just needed to slow down and kind of retract my energy. But one thing I've been really thinking about sharing is about some protagonists that have really inspired who I am. And I don't know why I feel like sharing this. It's just been on my mind really heavy lately, maybe my heart, because I'm in this space of really stepping fully into my power and like incorporating all of these different parts of me to be like my whole self. And it's been a really big process, and healing like little Ashley and adolescent Ashley, and I don't think I'm there yet with that, but I've been thinking a lot about who I am in this esoteric way, remembering my life and thinking a lot about where I got my influence for who I am, And I grew up in the 90s, but some of the protagonists that I really resonated with when I was a little bit younger, the one that stands out to me the most was in 8th grade. I really embodied the Julia Stiles' character in 10 Things I Hate About You with Heath Ledger. Kat was the character's name, but that character in my life changed the trajectory of my life, because I took on that I don't give a fuck. This was 8th grade. I remember this specifically because I totally changed my wardrobe to get like long maxi skirts. They were very in, like the big, totally changed my aesthetic. And some of you might think that like I'm a psycho. I don't care. She influenced me because I was never given, I grew up in the church. I was never given any sort of visual of what that could look like. And then that sent me into like my punk emo never phase. It was never a phase era. But I really just have been thinking about that first influence in which I really, really resonated so deeply with someone and wanted to exhibit that in my life. It was totally that character from what I can consciously remember. And then as I grew up, I have a few more. So before Kat, there was like Sabrina, who also played Clarissa Explains It All. So what's her name? Melissa Joan Hart's characters were pretty big back then. For me, just being a different type of person. Alex Mack, I don't know if y'all remember I don't remember the total name of the show, but she was the chick that like could turn into like a mercury puddle. I don't know. She was super weird and quirky. Clarissa. All of the fucking cast from Clueless. Like, all three of those protagonists, like Dion, Cher, and, what's her name? The chick that they adopt and make over, whatever. These were all just such profound, like, because I was in that middle school age, with those characters. But yeah, Topanga from Boy Meets World, I really resonated with her because our hair is very similar. And then as I, like, got into, like, older grades, or older, like, was trying to figure out my career field, someone was Andy Anderson, which was Kate Hudson's character from another 10 in the title, but How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. And I loved Kate Hudson so much. And this was before I, like, ever really resonated with Almost Famous. But her character in that movie, I really wanted to be, like, that independent, like, beautiful journalist for a minute. That was, like, in my college years. I don't know why I'm sharing this. I've been in this, like, process in my head of remembering these influences and who I've seen. And maybe I'm sharing it because hopefully it will find someone who can resonate with me, you know, or resonate with this, and it can be an aha moment, I guess. But it's just been something fun that I've been thinking back on that I felt like sharing. I don't know. I feel like just in addition to, you know, non-fiction characters, a big part of the influence of me, without ever knowing it until now I'm in this position, was also my friendships with people my age who had single mothers, or when I got into my 20s and worked in different settings, I had friends that were single mothers, who are older than me, but their impact, both mothers of my friends who were single mothers and the mothers that I became friends with before I was ever a mother. This was in my early 20s. Now, as a single mother, it makes a lot of sense why I gravitated towards these women, or even these children who came from single mothers. It's been a really interesting thing to identify, and I've been in this process for a while. But I really, like, I just respect mothers, single mothers, so much. And it was just so interesting because it was not my experience at all growing up, but I really gravitated towards people with single mothers for some strange reason. And I really appreciate everything I learned from those single mothers, and just the way I saw, like, the sacrifices that I'm making today, which aren't a lot compared to other single mothers. We have a very good situation for the most part. I mean, I'm exhausted, but I'm the caretaker of 9 cats, 1 dog, and a toddler, and myself. And I'm about to get interrupted in a sec. So, but I just have a profound respect and love. And I'm just so grateful to all of these women that I've listed, even if, you know, they're non-fictional real friends, or people that I resonated with their spirits in film and movies, and it's okay, you know. And I feel like it's just such an important part of our society and culture that we don't really talk about, is, you know, implementing these characteristics or personas of things that we've seen or people that we've admired. And it's totally cool. It's totally okay. But yeah, I really, really resonate with those characters. Drew Barrymore, I always resonated really hard with her. But I remember the big one being Kat. What was her last name? Strafford in that movie. Julia Stiles' character in that movie was just... That was the year that I decided, fuck what people think. And it was absolutely life-changing for me. And I feel like as a single mom now, and looking back at, you know, the single moms I just mentioned, both as mothers to my friends and as friends that I, you know, I just appreciate the fuck out of the, we don't give a fuck, we gotta do what we gotta do for our family. I just see so much of how this has made sense in my life as a reference point, and I'm just so grateful that I had the ability to make these friends, because it really paved the way for understanding my life right now as a single mom and supporting other mothers. But yeah, just like the sacrifices that my friends' mothers, there's one friend's mother in particular, Mary, that I'm thinking of right now. And when I went to their house, she had 2 kids that we were friends with. This was in my 20s. And I remember going to their house, and they had an apartment, and she slept in like the main room, and the kids each had a bedroom. And I remember coming from a 4-bedroom home, you know, with only 3 of those rooms being inhabited. It was just such an eye-opening experience for me of what mothers do for children, even when her children were grown. And I don't know why it was so profound, but I'm sitting here thinking about that sacrifice. It was no big deal to her, which as a mother now, I know that now, but in that time I was just like, wow, how selfless, right? And it was just so profound. So anyway, I'm getting interrupted by my kiddos, which is my sacrifice. But I just wanted to share some of that because it's really been on me. I've been thinking a lot about my masculine. I have to be in masculine energy as a single mom. And so a lot of what I've been really focusing on intentionally is really honoring my feminine. Like today, for instance, during nap time, I just sat in the bathtub with the shower on me for like an hour. And it was the most peace I've felt in a really long time. And it was so hot. Like, it's fall now here. I mean, it's still warm, but like the mornings are so cool. And it just feels so fall. And I'm really practicing being present, which is my feminine energy. And so, yeah, I just sat in the shower today. And I felt like coming on and sharing a little bit of something, a story time. I saw a reading the other day that called me out to do more story times. So that's why I came on here and, you know, random ramblings about people who inspire me. But yeah, so I'm really focusing. Today's a new moon in Venus. What I was thinking about when I was in the shower was how water and earth feel like such feminine elements to me, and air and fire feel more masculine. I don't really have a reason. It's just the way I felt. So then I was thinking about the seasons, and fall and spring feel very feminine to me, and winter and summer feel very masculine. So I feel like as a witch too, this time of year is just my jam. So I just wanted to share a little bit. I'm really grateful to all the women in my life, whether they be in real life or people I resonate with on screen or in music or whatever. We're really awesome, and I'm just grateful for the feminine spirit in general. And that's what I'm doing here to honor mine. I'll get back into the heavy stuff. Like I said, I have a lot of things moving right now. And so I've been focusing on that, and staying focused on what I want to see the world for us and for others around us, instead of just I'm not gonna try and say that word, because yes, I'm trying, but I can't. Instead of doom thinking and scrolling and everything. So I hope y'all had a good one and enjoyed this. I will see you on I'll see you when I see you. I'll probably do a collective reading soon. Have a good one.